So today's video is all about the Polaris, but before we get into that, I just wanted to revisit our trip to IAE because there were a lot of people in the comments that had questions about this jumpsuit, and to be honest with you, I don't know where it came from either. We often wear regular clothes when we visit the expo halls, so on day one when we arrived, I head for an item kiosk to drop off my armor, and I just found these placeholder jumpsuits in there. We normally use Crusader jumpsuits for our Life at Board series, and they are cool, but I always feel they are a little over-designed. Kind of like one of the glasses in the game, futuristic for futuristic's sake. These though look like something right out of The Expanse. Have you seen these before?
Oh wow, those are great. Those are like straight out of The Expanse. What the f?
I don't know where they came from.
Yeah, do I have those?
I don't know, take a look. I've got spares. It's for some reason. I got like 3 or 4 of them. Let me drop one for you. Now, for some reason these things cannot be dropped on the floor, probably because they are placeholder items. Can't seem to drop things here at the minute, why not? We'd be heading for a hangar to transfer one of these to Cyrus via a box, but when we get there and do this, the situation is going to get even weirder. On the way there, I would try and figure out where these might have come from. I'm trying to know if we've looted anyone recently that had unusual items or anything. I've got, what, 3 more of them as well? Wow. When Cyrus equipped one though, we were in for a surprise.
Wait, they're a different color entirely on me.
Ooh, really? What?
Yeah. Staying in here because it's well lit in here.
What the? Okay, I think they must be worker coveralls though that have ended up in my inventory. But it is a real shame that they're not the same color because
Yeah.
I'll put this in the video and you know we can maybe try and make the case for CIG to release them because they make really great crew uniforms. Because we do need more of these just standard looking coveralls, really, you know.
I'd rather have them be that dark blue than this, but as long as they're the same.
At least we know. Now we know.
Yeah. And knowing is half the battle.
So at this point we were on to phase 2 of Save Stanton, and we were ready to head out to battle the slicers once again, but we'd also be jumping aboard the RSI Polaris with a crew, and I'd already moved some of our supplies on board. I have some boxes on board, as you can see. I can't imagine what the best way to transfer things to a box is these days.
Probably best to do before you pull the box out.
Right, but like, so let's say you're out on your adventure, right, and then you've got a box that you're using to like loot. What they need to do is add the ability to open a box on my left and a box on my right at the same time, so I can move things from one box to another, you know? Heading up to the hangar, I'd be asking Cyrus advice on more than a few things before we set out. Up to the hangar.
Yeah. With my favorite ship right here.
You could fit another one in here?
You can, yes.
So
if you land it correctly, you can fit another one, yes.
Wow.
If you want a secure resupply, you can fit a fully laden hull A up here.
Wow. Here's a question for you then. Okay, right, so I've been thinking about the hull A. Now the hull A, does it have, it's a single person ship, right? Is that right?
Yes.
Does it have passenger seats though?
It does not.
I was thinking if it would make a good shuttle or not, you know?
No. You basically shuttle one person sitting on the bed, that's about it.
What would make a good shuttle?
Or what kind of distance are you talking about? Like from orbit to ground?
Orbit to ground. Yeah, orbit to ground. Now, we wouldn't come to a decision on what would be the best shuttle here today, but maybe you guys can suggest some ships in the comments below. The Polaris does have ample space on board for several small ships, so there is plenty of options. It wasn't long though before we brought a skeleton crew on board, and we're setting out for phase 2. We'd be raiding ground outposts occupied by the slicers. They are preparing there for some kind of activity, though their full motives remain a mystery at this time. We're currently doing, phase 2 missions of Save Stanton. One of them is like literally right next to New Babbage, and Cyrus would suggest using the biggest weapons on board.
Now, if this is an outdoor location, we could use the only way to be sure.
Are you suggesting firing a torpedo? We could do. They're very expensive. Okay, oh, we got a contact.
Oh shit. Is anyone in turrets or anything? Yeah, there's lots else in the air.
Chief's in.
Chief's in. Yeah, but you're not exactly in the most optimal. Chief was on a remote turret, which doesn't have the best firing arc, so I'd be heading for one of the shoulder turrets, where Zero was already occupying one of them. Turret now. My first time, I think, being in one of these. Well, no, I did. When we toured the ship, I jumped in one quickly, but.
Right, there is an M50, a Buck, and a Vanguard. Blocking missile on the M50.
I got the Buck locked up. As we close the range, I would switch to auto gimbal mode and open fire. But our first target would prove to be quite resilient. This Vanguard is definitely tough. Yeah, finally. I think we made every single piece of that ship red individually.
They're like right at the ground, so I'm trying to...
The last few ships were either landed or close to the ground. Okay. So we're going to that camp down there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where to land this behemoth. They're just stay in the air and just take a fighter down or something.
We could have maybe engaged the ground settlement from the air, but it is always more fun to head in on foot. I was not properly equipped for the cold of microtech, but I figured a short exposure would probably be okay. The weather was worsening still though as we overlooked the Slicer camp. You see them down there. Let's go.
Now I can hear you again.
Okay, the target's down. Okay, I'm gonna grab again. Look at this guy's got one. Having no armor, I would want to be extra careful of incoming fire.
They can fire multiple directions.
A lot of fire coming in from up ahead. Try and flank the other way. On one of the other towers though, I would spot a target.
Two down.
He's down. Okay. By now, the cold was getting to me though, and my thirst was in the red, so while the crew cleared out the camp, I'd be returning to the ship.
No, I'm saying unless I get a tier 1 injury.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I'd be heading straight for the med bay to both restore hydration and health. Okay, I used the medbed to refill my thirst. Because it was down to like 17%. Returning to the cargo bay, our crew were heading back on board themselves.
Alright, yeah, we're all heading back.
Okay, now I'm gonna open the ramp on your side to make it easier for you to get on board.
Alright. Yeah, somebody shooting at me with a P4 brought me straight to a T2 chest without hitting a tier 1.
Wow. Maybe I should wear armor on the next one. I didn't get any injuries, I didn't get hit, but the cold was definitely a factor as well. I was returning to the bridge, and this would actually be the first time, but I was seeing it landed in atmosphere. This is the first time I think I'm seeing the Polaris bridge like under weather. It looks pretty cool, you know. You got like the frost and the stuff on the window. It looks very Very atmospheric. The crew had made it back and were themselves getting patched up. Before long though, we were ready to take off.
I saw a video on that earlier today.
Seems like we're prepped for takeoff, so head up.
Take off it.
With the first of our Phase 2 missions complete, we were to meet up with a few extra people at Port Tressler before heading out to another Slicer camp. We were joined by some new crew and fighter pilots, and it was time to pick up a second mission. Okay, I'm sharing it now. When I need to make another sensible decision. But I am going to go and put some actual armor on because, like you said, Cyrus, getting hit while I was in no armor. Are you really that, like, fragile? Like...
Yeah, there's a big damage multiplier if you have no armor.
Wow.
You take, like, double damage.
In the cargo bay I had boxes and one of them contained my personal gear. I didn't have the chance to move it into a crew dome on board yet, but I did have supplies. Fully equipped for the harsh environment outside, I'd now returned to the bridge. Cyrus was navigating our way to the next objective.
Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to fly, like, slow fly all the way to this location in STM mode.
But as we entered the atmosphere below, we'd witness a very energetic re-entry effect.
Damn, this ship looks cool. The heat burn, the atmospheric burn.
Mystic had joined the crew as a fighter pilot and was waiting for Cyrus to give the go-ahead to take off. As the range to the target dropped, he would get the go-ahead. 20k.
Alright, you're clear to launch.
Mystic's departure looked very smooth to me, but apparently not to everyone on board.
It somehow looked like it like bounced and clipped through the ship off to the right.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was a lot of desync, such as targets popping into view, but it was time to get into combat again, and one of the targets was a pretty tanky ship.
Yeah, old Starfarer.
Oof, I'm gonna jump on one of the turrets then, yeah, because these things can be a bit of a tough target.
No, Freelancers said we're on a Starfarer. There's also another Freelancer on the field. And...
Okay, Starfarer just went.
Alright, there's still some ships on the ground wigging out.
Up ahead, Mystic was clearing out the remaining enemy vehicles. Looks good.
Probably.
On returning to the bridge, it looked like the AO this time was to be a crashed caterpillar in the snow. Get back. Properly prepared for the cold this time, there would be no real time limit on being out, but thankfully the weather here was going to prove much less hostile.
Should be like a lever on the side.
From the ground, the Polaris is a truly huge ship. From a distance, this wreck site was strangely quiet. I don't think I see anyone yet.
I don't know. Wow, this cat wreck looks different than usual. There's like all this cargo stacked up and shit.
Ah, but is it real cargo? Every corner we turned expecting to find hostiles, there were none. No contacts yet. Inside somewhere? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take a look inside.
They were just right there and you just killed them.
Well, oh yeah, there's a corpse here on the ground. But then Mystic would spot something that we had missed.
Oh wait, I see it. Oh, hold on. There's a settlement over there.
Oh, really?
Oh.
330? Okay. Go outside.
Oh, so just opposite side of the ship? Okay.
Three, do you say 330?
330, yeah.
Bring the Ursa down, I guess. Cool. I do see possible movement up there from here. Okay. So we'll pile in. We were heading for the settlement, but on the way, we take fire from an unexpected source. It seems that the automatic PDCs on board the Polaris, intended to shoot at incoming missiles or hostile ships, have some problem identifying friend and foe right now. Oh, shots.
I think it's the PDCs. No, it's the Polaris that's firing on us.
Yeah, it's PDCs.
Should we
Yeah,
dismount?
just go left up that, around that. Okay, yeah, dismount here.
I had that problem the other day in the hangar where the Polaris was shooting at my own vehicles as I was trying to load them. So we'd be climbing the rest of the way on foot. It looked really steep though. Do you know you can make it up that way? It looks steep.
Not directly, but sort of like taking a left turn.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a nice gradual ridge here.
What a beautiful view, damn. Okay. Someone jump on the target. I'm going to push over to the right.
Alright, I'm moving up on the target.
I'm with Cyrus.
Good.
There's another one.
Good work.
Oh, taking fire from afar.
Yep, I see a dude on the right. He's down. Keep pushing over. Yep, got more contacts high on the, that like...
Does the target have a fucking P6?
Okay, two down on top of the archway. Another one down on the ground floor.
Down.
Good work. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There were a bunch of them over the archway. There's probably more. Oh, another one sneaking up. Reloading. Good work. There's a bunch of them over on the right here. I think I just made. Oh, damn! They are pushing up. They're pushing up on the right.
Pushing up where the freelancer's at.
I'm pushing up towards that tower. There's more. Good way, good chain, good chain.
Alright, it seems like the freelancer area is clear.
Yeah, I think the second tower is clear.
Pushing around the far side.
I think we're clear. Yeah, we're clear.
Yeah.
We can do
Seems like
some looting, but what a beautiful location this is.
Yeah.
I recalled where the targets I'd taken down were, and I was looking for more ammo. While grabbing ammo, Cyrus would find some information on the slicers here.
I found a tablet with an email on the boss. It says, I know you're getting antsy being stuck hiding with the dusters, but remember what's at stake. Everyone has their part to play for this to work. Your orders stay the same. Hold tight and remain ready to deploy at a moment's notice. Regarding your questions, several of the drop zones near you have been cleared, but others still haven't been found. I factored that into the routing of the hunting parties. With any luck, you'll have a chance to get back in on the action soon. Stay sharp, Slicer.
So it would at least sound like there was a larger slicer plan at play, and as we were leaving, there was also the question of what to do with our Ursa.
Okay.
Are we going to try and bring the Ursa back or what? Okay.
Yep, although I'm going to leave it open so I can just run out if it starts getting shot.
Oh, yep. You don't want to jump out.
Yep.
For whatever reason, this vehicle is now considered hostile. We just lost an Ursa, damn it.
That means we can't really deploy ground vehicles from it.
Yeah.
Oh, unless someone sits in the pilot seat and keeps the fucking PDCs on.
On the way back, we'd see several bursts of fire from the onboard PDCs. Oh, PDCs are at it again. See that? You see that?
No, I don't.
They just fired over our heads at the Ursa again. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There it goes. Yep, we're gonna hit up the med bay again. If we get an Ursa, we should probably get a regular one so everybody can sit.
Yeah, that's actually. I mean, we've got a med bay on board the ship, don't we? So we don't need the medical facilities in an Ursa. Yeah, what you're saying would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I'm just rehydrating, that's all. Now, there is a wipe coming with 4.0, so we thought it best not to do something like start a Life Aboard series until then, but I was curious how we would get items to the dorm room with the inventory the way it is now. It might be possible to get a 1SCU box all the way up there.
Yeah, we don't want it.
Yeah, well, pretty much all power plants are super anemic.
Pad is 2.
But the final door was too narrow. Still, I'd made it far enough to really easily transfer gear to the locker in the dorm room. Managed to get my stuff into my room on board.
Nice.
It's a shame the captain's quarters isn't a thing yet, but there's like that one of the crew dorms that's kind of like around the corner as you go into that corridor, you know?
Yeah, the separated, yeah.
Yeah. We were again heading out to pick up crew for the missions ahead.
Do we want to get our next mission underway?
I think we should, yeah. We still got a few to go, don't we?
No.
And I am sharing it. Our next destination would be Hurston, where more Slicer camps have been set up, and before long we'd even be facing off Slicer Idris in much larger battles. How would we fare and what would we learn about this Slicer invasion? Join us next time to find out. As always, I want to thank all of you at home for watching and all of our very generous patrons who keep this channel going with this support. Thank you all. And in this video I would especially like to thank Mac Cannon and Simon Kubiksak, who both recently became supporters of the channel. Thank you so much for your support, guys. That is really amazing. Thank you. We'll be back with more from Star Citizen very soon.